K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and you're watching another episode of Kicking It with Isiah and Ace. I am Ace, and then, of course, tonight, my co-host is joining me. That's right. That man, we call him Mr. Delusional 2.0, and there's reasons for it, but we don't need to get into that tonight. But anyways, welcome in my co-host, Mr. Isiah Leong. How's it going tonight?
Hey, Ace, what's up, man? It's been a long time since, we've done a show with each other, so I can't wait for this show tonight. It's going to be so much fun. I found something today that I've lost for many years, which is this miniature A's helmet that I once ate macaroni and cheese and hot dogs in at the Coliseum. I finally found it. So I think it's going to serve as a good luck charm this season, because I'm all of a sudden, after watching a few spring training games, I'm feeling very optimistic that the A's will not lose 100 games, but make the playoffs this year in the American League. So I can't wait for that.
All right. Well, you kind of went down the base of the sports route, so keep in mind, remember, it's not really a sports show, but welcome in. So William Hudson's in the comments and Christy Wilson's in the comments. And then Frank is in the comments also. He's dropping a little thing about Jacob deGrom, and that's great. We're not going to touch on Jacob deGrom tonight because it's not really a sports show. We have a whole lot of things lined up for you, though. But I need to welcome you in, our guest. And so first off, he has not been here in a very, very long time. It's been a long time since this individual has been here. Isiah's sitting here going, I wonder who that could be. Well, that's right, Isiah. He's back, Mr. Mess Around Dave.
What up, boys? Glad to be here.
What is going on? He is back. He's back. And then, of course, welcome in our next one. He's usually here, Mr. John Alcorn. How you doing tonight?
We're doing good. Just great to see somebody jinxing the A's, even though the A's do that themselves. They might hear all the A's games on SNL, but other on sports related, there's something happy in movie world, but we can talk about that much later.
Absolutely. And then welcome in our last guest for the evening. We're right here. Let's welcome in Mr. James Gonzalez. How you doing tonight, James? All right, he's kind of hitting in and out. He might be a little bit frozen there, so we'll call him Elsa, and we'll call it good. Okay, so with that, anyways, you know what? Tonight, though, because we always have these great topics, right? Well, tonight we're actually doing something a little bit. I don't know. Hey, how's it going? I don't know if Isiah remembered or not, but Isiah, what was one topic, well, not really topic, but one part of the show that we were going to add in this week? Let's see if you remember. We talked about it last week.
It was...
Huh?
Wasn't it the segment where we were going to talk about, you guys were going to challenge me to something?
Well, no, besides that one, remember, you're supposed to go out and get a drink, some kind of drink that you've never tried before, and we're supposed to bring it on. We're supposed to do this each week. We're supposed to bring it on the show, bring it on a new drink that we haven't tried, and we're supposed to review it right here on the show. So I got my drink for the night that I'm bringing on the show that I'm going to give a review to, and this is actually a beer. This is a beer. So the beer that I brought on the show tonight, it's very interesting because this show is actually called Great White, and it's a Great White beer with natural flavors added. I really don't know much about it, but I figured it's a beer. I've tried a lot of beer, and I figured, why not just give this one a shot? So I figured, what the heck? Let's try this. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how well this goes. And so, Mess Around, I don't know if you have anything with you tonight that you were going to give a review on.
I got Bud Light Platinum
So Platinum. Okay, so you're gonna give a review on that. John, you tried something new this week that you will be able to give a review on the show.
Yes.
Okay. Now, James, I don't know. Have you tried anything new this week that you can give a review on drink wise? I think James might be having some internet issue. So,
tangerine
with
sparkling water.
all right. So we'll wait, and then once it comes around, you can go ahead and give a review on that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open up with this segment here. So I guess why not? Let me go ahead and try this great white here. Let's see how it feels. It doesn't smell half like it smells like an IPA. It's
Ugh.
Did you freeze this? You must froze.
IPA.
Looks like Adam is frozen. So,
Since Adam's frozen, I'll go ahead and try mine first.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Dave's
Bud
gonna
Light
try it.
Platinum?
We got Bud Light Platinum here. It's 6% content, alcohol content.
Platinum water.
Smells pretty good. Let's go ahead and give it a taste.
How's that water taste?
It's really good. I like it. It's not bad. It
All right.
tastes a little better than Bud Light and Budweiser, so I would definitely buy this again.
Do you feel any more platinum drinking that over regular Bud Light?
I will say that the drink I tried, it was very disappointing. So I tried that new Coke, that both versions, the Diet Coke and regular.
Starlight?
That's not new, but it's a drink. So it was the most average soda I've ever had. It didn't necessarily the regular kind. To me, the diet and regular tasted almost the same, and I wasn't even on cloud 9 or anything because despite what it says tastes like space, so whatever the part, I don't know what that means. In some sips, it tasted like Coke and some like 7-Up or Sprite in one drink.
Sprite?
And that speed completely threw a little bit off because like you said, oh, let's try the regular one. I'll put it in the freezer a little bit, halfway down, to see if it tastes like icing or something. But it frankly was the most average drink I've ever had. I'm very disappointed in Coke, and it's not bad, but it's not something I'll get again. Just because it wasn't good. It tastes like space. It wasn't floating. It wasn't on cloud 9, so I'm not really too sure about that one.
Well, the drink that I had this past week was I had heard a myth from people that if you put Sour Patch watermelons in your water, right? You put a whole bunch of them in your water, it's gonna taste like watermelon flavored water, and I fell for that this week. I bought a whole pack of Sour Patch watermelons, dumped it all into my cup of water, not this one, but another one, and I drank it, and it was the most disgusting thing I have ever drank in my life. The water was a little bit sour, and the flavor, as we get Ace back in, our fearless leaders back in, but never put Sour Patch watermelons in your water. Whoever made that story.
You know what would taste like watermelon water? You just get a watermelon water at Walmart.
All right. So what do you know? I'm back now, guys. So now I can finish my little review here of this great white beer. And
Andy,
like I was saying before, it smells very, very strong. What?
You froze for a second, but you came back.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it smells like this very, very strong. It smells like an IPA, and I'm really curious if it's like on the bitter scale of exactly what it's going to be. So I guess why not? Why not give this a shot? Bottoms up. You know what? Kind of goes down pretty smooth. Actually, not bad. Not bad. It's really, It's actually really, really not bad. Actually, shocks me.
Is it flavored or it's just straight beer?
It's straight beer. It
Okay.
doesn't have like a distinct, like, you know how you can go to the store and get like a root beer type beer or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like root beer or something like that. No, this is like straight up beer. It's called Great White. It's actually not bad. It actually goes down really, really well. So my review on it is, would I drink it again? I would probably drink these. I probably would. You know, I think I might actually get a few more. I don't know where you get them from. I honestly don't. My dad had them, and my dad's like, "Here, try this," and I said, "Okay, why not?" So I'm trying it, and I would get more. I just have to find out where he gets them from. All right. So Isaiah, you were talking about your little watermelon stuff.
Yeah, so I was telling Dave and James and John that I had heard a story about if you had a pack of Sour Patch watermelons, right, candies, and if you just dumped it into your water, it would taste like watermelon flavored water. So I was like, I had read that, or I had heard about that from somewhere, and I was like, oh, okay, let me try to see if that's true or not. So one day, I was working at the airport this week. I bought a whole pack of Sour Patch watermelons, which cost me like $5.50, but you know, we're gonna talk about the price later. Like this big of a bag for $5.50, fellas. And then what happened was I dumped the whole bag into a bottled water that I was drinking, and I shook it up to see if it was for real or not, and then I drank it. It was one of the most disgusting things I have ever drank in my life. The water tasted sour, and then the little watermelon candies went down my throat, and it was so bad because you guys know how like bread when it's like really moisty, it's like really disgusting, right? Candy with mixed when you put it in water, when you dip candy in water and it gets really moist, that's super disgusting. So I took like 2 sips of it, right? And then I basically threw it all, like I basically puked it all on the ground because it was disgusting. And also, you know, hey, after I did that, I kept going because I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. So I drank the whole bottle.
You know, every time you say the word moist, there's somebody out there that is like just throwing up in their mouth because there's people who hate that word moist. Everyone's like,
It's
don't
so
say
moist.
moist. I hate it. I hate moist. And there's
Like
so
that cake is so moist.
Isaiah, they have watermelon flavored water at the grocery store, so that probably would have been better and cheaper.
Yeah. Whoever you get those little ideas from, Isaiah, probably not going to work out the way you think it's going to work out. So
The word of the day,
know
moist.
why you'd even try it. But John had a review of a new drink he tried this week.
So I am disappointed in Coke. Y'all completely got me overhyped with the new Starlight drink. They said, I know, that it said it tasted like space. I wasn't on cloud 9. I was still on the ground. I was disappointed that. But the flavor was kind of average. It wasn't bad, but to me, it tasted a little bit like 7-Up or Sprite or something. It just didn't taste like its own drink. Like I put it in the freezer for a little bit to get like a little slush, but enough to where I could just drink it like regular soda. But it just didn't have that much flavor like Coke, or like with Coke with lime, you can tell that it's Coke with lime, not just, oh, it's just Coke. But the Starlight just, I guess they call it tastes like space because it's empty with flavor, so I'm not really too sure. But
It's like we say, put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up. Put the lime in the coconut. Oh, okay.
it just wasn't. It just wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
All right, James, you have your. Did you say tangerine?
Yeah, tangerine, like flavored water, sodium-free LaCroix. I don't know how you say it, but
Oh, dude, LaCroix is so nasty. Oh my god.
that's why I got it, because I've never had it, and I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping it's not so sour and bitter, but I'm gonna find out right now.
Go ahead, open that bad boy up and give it a try.
You tried to give me a case of that one time, told me it was so good and to take it.
Oh no! I need to throw some sugar in there,
It
some
is,
artificial flavoring. Oh no!
I did do that. I did do that to mess around, Dave. One day, I bought this whole pack at the store because one of the clients that I take care of, they're like, oh, it's so good, it's so good. So, and I was like, you know what? I was like, I wonder why people are so high on this stuff. So I went and I bought a pack and I tried one and I was like, ugh. So then I looked at Mess Around Dave. I was like, hey, I got you this awesome stuff.
I gotta say,
He's like, set up your friend. Let's go.
I gotta say, out of five being the best, one being the worst, that's easily a 1.
Oh, dude, to me that was like a -3.
The -10.
Right, it was pretty bad.
I can't do any
So
product
bad.
placement for this, but
I think after that, Mess Around kind of stopped trusting me a little bit on
I
actually.
did. I'm like freaking out. I can't trust him anymore.
I never missed like Tang in so long. I need like a bottle of Tang right now. Done.
Absolutely done.
I'm throwing this
Done.
outside somewhere.
All right. So that was some awesome reviews there. Some of them we got to do live, which those are always fun when we go live. Yep, I'm still here. Sorry, guys. I was taking care of something quick. Anyway, so how about we jump into our first topic of the night, which is actually very, very interesting. When I saw this, I'm like, this could be interesting because I know what all on the show, we're all food lovers. Like we all love food. When you put food in front of me, I'm like, yeah, why not? I'm gonna give it a try. Anything that involves food, I'll probably at least try it once. But
as long as it doesn't have Fruit Loops on it.
I'm right there with you. Well, so Chrissy says really quick. She says that my husband tried Coke Starlight and liked it. I personally didn't care for it. We don't plan on buying it in the future. I wouldn't either.
I like the zero sugar one. That tasted better, not as thick of a flavor.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know. A lot of people have tried it. There's been a lot of good reviews. There's been a lot of good reviews.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, we lost these again.
Yeah, throw it all in the trash.
Oh, it looks like we lost Adam again. So it looks like.
Anybody know what the next topic was going to be about?
Yeah, so it looks like that I'm going to be hosting
Got
tonight,
good start.
which is going to be great. Let's see. The first topic we'll get into is apparently there's a lab in Britain that grows lion meat that is set for restaurants all across Britain and London. So, London and Britain are the same place, but that's the first topic. What do you guys think of this? Lion meat grown in a lab in the UK set to go to all restaurants in Britain. And here we go.
Let me in. All right. What's up, guys?
Not much, man. I fumbled a lot while trying to host for you and nearly cursed.
I have no sound, though. I can't hear you.
Lion meat.
It's that kind of a show.
Okay, well, so
Oh, good Lord.
I'll do it just for a minute unless Adam is back.
So difficulties galore.
You hear from Isiah, Mr. Around Dave, about the lion meat going to potential stores.
Hello.
Steak and other things. Oh, Adam, are you back? Okay, well,
Nope.
we've all tried like meat and steak, and I've tried deer jerky, I think, once before. What are your thoughts on potential lion meat, and would you try it?
Lion meat, I'd try it. Why not? As long as it's medium rare, it's got to be medium rare, like steak.
If it has to be medium rare like steak, what type of seasoning would you put though? Because we got meat, but as we both know, with meat and chicken and barbecue, you got to put the right seasoning, or it's going to taste like pure ash.
I would put like lemon pepper on it and some hot sauce and pepper. Maybe some steak seasoning on it.
All right, I'm back. I can hear everybody now.
There we go.
Right now, I'm using my phone until my laptop loads. For some reason, it locked me out. I don't know what the heck happened. It just kind of shut off and just locked me out. Sorry about the tech issues. I have no idea what's going on. But anyways, like I was trying to mention before, is that there's this, they're calling it lion meat, which I have no idea if it's actually lion meat or what. But it's lion meat that's coming to restaurants in the UK. And it's made in a lab. So it's lab lion meat that is made in the UK. So mess around, Dave. I'll start with you. Is this something that you would actually try?
Totally. Why not? I mean, it could be good. I try anything, almost anything once.
It's made in a lab, though.
So's most everything else these days.
I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Now we go to Isaiah now, and I'll tell you right now, Isaiah's one that every time we've had conversations and topics about this, Isaiah's always like the first one that's like, "Oh, I'll try it."
This is a no doubter. I would try it in a heartbeat. I mean, you just put it on the grill already. This thing looks amazing.
Here I buy.
Yeah, hey man, it looks like regular steak. Regular burger. I guarantee you, if like you grilled it up or you fried it up and you didn't tell me it was lion meat, you probably couldn't even taste the difference, because pretty much a lot of meats kind of taste similar. And I'm reading about it right now. It says that someone tried it and it tastes like pork. So I don't know. If that's how that is actually, like, if that's for real or not, but hey, it sounds delicious. I would definitely try it once for sure. John was talking about the seasoning for this lion meat burger. You got to put your salt and pepper, your garlic salt's got to be in there. And I think the last thing that, because I'm an exotic guy, I would definitely, mix in is I would put a little bit of chocolate sauce, to be honest. Make it a little
oh my God.
salty, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are we not surprised?
I'm taking my iPod back.
Remind me to never invite you to a barbecue, because I don't want chocolate on my steak.
Chocolate skewered lion burger. Ooh, let's go.
Isaiah would be that guy at the barbecue, that like the one guy that would kind of ruin it for everybody, because everybody would be having like a great time, and then Isaiah would like walk up with the weirdest crap on his burger or like hot dog or whatever, and everyone's like, dude, that stinks, it looks like crap, and now I've lost my appetite and I don't want to be here anymore. So like, he's that guy that would legitimately ruin it for everybody there at the barbecue. I'm not lying. Isaiah, you know it. You can't sit here and tell me that's false.
Nah, it's totally. Well, it happened one time. I was at my A's.
It hasn't happened more than once.
I was at my A's employee end of the year party that we had, and everybody was putting, ketchup, mustard, relish on their hot dogs. And I decided, hey, it's the last time I'm going to see these guys. Why not try something unique? So I grabbed my hot dog, and what I did was, I dipped that baby in Sprite.
What?
Dog.
Oh, freaking hard. Get out of here.
Dude, that was gross. That's nasty.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I'll tell you that.
That's what toddlers do.
Lemon flavored hot dog.
Oh.
It's actually pretty good.
No, that's the most disgusting thing you've ever done.
Well, Isaiah, not only does Isaiah usually lose again, but Isaiah ruins everything again.
Right.
Gosh, dang it.
Goodness. I thought I heard it all from you. Wow.
Well, James, is this something that you would try?
Yeah, one thing though, I remember women for a little while were dipping their chicken fingers in soda.
What the?
I kind of wanted to try that, actually. but I still can't get myself to do that. The Vegan Business magazine mentioned not only do they have lion meat, but they also have zebra and tiger meat and zebra sushi rolls. I'm honestly not gonna try any of this. They're hosting tasting events in London and New York, and I'm happy because I'm not gonna be in any of those places. I'm gonna be busy during that time or any time that they try any of this. Yeah, unless you give me just okay. The only way I would try it, I think, if you don't tell me what it is and you just put the plate there with whatever item it is and just say, hey, just try one little bite. That's it. And then
Perfect.
tell
Thank you
me
for letting me know. Yeah, I was gonna say thank you for letting me know now, because if I'm ever around you at some point and I get to actually meet you in person, I can just stick some food in front of you and be like, here you go.
but don't tell me what it is.
That's what you did with those Reapers. Everybody at work. It was awesome.
Yeah, that actually was funny when I did that. That was hilarious. Not telling anybody what it was, just doing it.
Yeah.
Ooh, then I want to know what the mud pie would be for dessert. What the actual mud pie would be.
And we got 2 aces.
Yep, I'm back on my laptop now.
Oh, there we go.
I'm back on my laptop where I was trying to be originally. My laptop is restarted. I'm back now. Sorry about that with the tech issues. You know, it seems like we always have tech issues at like the worst times. But you know what? It is what it is. Isaiah is famous for tech issues. He's famous for tech issues. I don't know why, but like technology hates Isaiah, and I don't know what it is.
It's allergic to Isaiah.
It is. It definitely is. All right. So this next topic, very interesting topic. I came across this and I was like, okay, we have to talk about this. So everybody has heard of catfishing. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, you go out and you catch a catfish and everything else. I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about
hook, line, and sinker, baby.
Yeah, what?
Hook, line, and sinker, baby.
Yeah, I'm just talking about, you know, when they fake their whole profile and everything online.
Yeah.
And whatever. So this individual, this I'd say he was like in his 20s, and he came out and he said that he got catfished by his own dad, but now they're closer than they ever were before.
I bet they are.
So he got catfished by his own dad, and I'm like, dude, like that's an ultimate like low on getting catfished. An ultimate low. So mess around. What's your thoughts on getting this dude getting catfished by his own dad?
I guess it could be funny for a while, but the minute your son sends you a D pic, then it's like, oh, it's not funny anymore.
Maybe his dad was like, I didn't actually get to read up on the whole thing, but I'm thinking like maybe his dad did it to like teach the son a lesson by be like, you know, never believe, you know, whatever anybody tells you
on the internet, yeah,
online or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, Isaiah's probably thinking, yeah, that's happened to me. I got catfished before. All right, so Isaiah, your thoughts on this guy getting catfished by his own dad?
I got a question. What is catfishing in the first place? When you first sent me the script,
Isaiah.
So
I thought what happened was the guy the father accidentally was like, you know, fishing, and he stuck the hook into his son's body. I thought that's what you were telling me.
So, have you ever watched the show Catfishing on TV?
No, I never have.
Okay,
it's where somebody pretends to be somebody else to get them to like them.
Yeah, so it could be like it could be like you going on Facebook or like in an online chat and being like, my name's Rachel, and I'm actually 25 from California, and you're trying to talk to some dude, and the dude's like, oh, really? And you're like, yeah, my name's Rachel, and you start just dragging it on and tell him you're like a female when you're an actual male. And then when you actually meet the guy's like, who are you? And you're like, I'm Isaiah. And the guy's like, no, you told me you were Rachel, bro. You're like, no, my real name's Isaiah. And so when you go on there and you lie about that stuff, it's called you got catfish.
It's catfishing. Yeah.
And so that's what happened to this guy, except he got catfished by his own dad.
I kind of did something similar.
Oh
my God.
I hope the FBI isn't watching, because I pretended. You guys all know I'm a Lakers fan. I pretended back when I was in high school. I created a fake Facebook account pretending to be Jordan Clarkson, and I got like hella girls to like or to respond to that account back when I was in high school. Girls from my high school, and they actually invited me to hella parties and stuff. And like, long story short, I ended up getting in trouble for it. But yeah, like that was. I was a wild guy back in high school, I'll tell you that. But yeah, in terms of like that, I think I agree with what Dave said. I think the dad was just trying to teach the son, hey, never believe everything you see online. And I've had my fair share of stuff that I believed when I was surfing the web. Like there was one ad that came up that said, hey, click on this, you will win 5,000 pounds of gold. And I clicked on it, and all of a sudden my other laptop just got hacked with so many viruses. I think it was like at least 530 viruses that came down. But yeah, never believe everything you see online. That's the main talking point here. And it's funny that him and the dad are closer than ever, because if someone did that to me, I would never trust them for the rest of my life.
Okay. John, your thoughts.
First of all,
he doesn't even know what to say.
I don't know what to say, because obviously, I'm assuming none of us here have been catfished at all. I just find it funny though. It's like, dude, number one, if you've not seen an actual photo of them or been on a call or video call, then you should probably know that it's a scam. It makes me laugh and be curious. Like, how stupid are some of these people to fall for this scam and to be your own father? I mean, it's bad enough Darth Vader nearly killed his own son, but now you have a father trying to pretend to be a 25, 30-year-old woman, give or take, or whatever. I'm not sure. I wouldn't trust my dad or anybody that did. Like, who the fuck thinks, oh, it's a genius idea to catfish your son? And number one, you matched with your son on the dating app, so you would think the son would wait a minute. Most of the time on the dating apps, if there's one that you like, quote unquote, that's really attractive and likes everything you like, I guarantee you it's 100% too good to be true. And so, yes, wow, Isaiah. Who found out? But yeah, that I don't know what to say, because, like, how did the son find out? That's really my question.
I don't know how he found out, but I know I can tell you, like, when you think about like any of this stuff that we talk about, you can like almost envision Isaiah's like picture on the screen being like, this is the guy who catfished. or Isaiah would be like the guy who would get catfished, because he would actually believe like he was talking to like a model in France or something.
Right.
I'm just saying that would definitely be. I see you laughing there, Isaiah, but you know it's true. You know it's true. You would fall for it and be like, I'm dating a model in France.
Oh yeah, I fell for it multiple times already. There was this lady I was talking to on Twitter. She was
What?
she was a bikini model from Tahiti, and I was talking to her, right? And then
that was a big place from the Marvel Adventures.
yeah, and no, she said she was a huge sports fan. So we were talking about sports, and then one day I was video calling her, right? I was video calling her. Turned out to be some dude from Hong Kong.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I'm too combo.
Wait.
If she has an Adam's apple, you might be in trouble. I'm
It was a 17-year-old dude from Hong Kong.
Ow. Wait, you said that was just the first one? What's the others?
Mm.
No comment. No comment.
James, what is your thoughts on this whole catfishing?
How do I follow that? Yeah. So the kid.
What's happened to me?
I'll tell you after. So the kid, when he was 20, his name was James, or he is James. Morosini is his last name. And I found out how it happened. James's dad posed as an attractive girl in order to reconnect with his estranged son. So that's how it happened. And then James now will make a film out of it. I believe it's called "I Love My Dad," and Patton Oswalt, that little dude, will be the father. So it's actually becoming a film at a film festival coming up, the SXSW Film Festival over the weekend. It will be a real film of what really happened to this dude named James. So that's crazy when you think about that. So one time that happened to me, actually, my friend, at the time, used to be my friend. Yeah, I got a girl for you, and she's gonna meet us at the bowling alley, and we're just gonna kick it. And I'm like, okay. So we were there for a while, and like nobody showed up. I'm like, is she coming? Is she coming? And dude's like, yeah, sure, yeah. And like 2-3 hours went by. I'm like, okay, this dude's putting me on. So all of a sudden I get a message saying, oh yeah, I couldn't make it. We'll have to see about another day. And then we tried to meet up again. And then my other friend told me what my friend did to basically set up that catfish. And I whipped his ass. And he moved out of, I don't know where he is. If I see him, there's still going to be furniture moving. But I haven't seen him in like 7 or 8 years after I whooped his ass. So I was really pissed about that for a while. And yeah, so that's happened to me before, but nothing like what happened with Isiah. Nothing really online. It was just like texting or whatever. But I don't know why my friend did that, but he paid for it dearly.
Dude, get these hands.
So Nate saying that he got catfished by his friend pretending to be Bill Belichick. What?
Wait, how did you? But that's the thing I don't. But Bill Belichick
well, yeah.
is social media, so that doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you can never fall for that crap, because the other day I got a message. I got a message on my messenger to where this dude's like, the dude set up the name. Yeah, the dude set up the name of Adam Shear, and I was like, dude, Adam Shear's Braun Strowman, and so he like reaches out and goes, hey man, I'm Braun Strowman, I'm the WWE professional. And I was like, okay, number one here, let me explain this. I was like, number one, you're already lying, and the reason why I know you're already lying is because you're telling me you're a WWE superstar, which you're not, because you've already been released from WWE. So you're already lying there. And then he kept going, and I'm like, and why, if you started your own promotion, why would you be reaching out to me on Messenger? Well, this is just my own personal one. I have my professional one that I keep on the down low, but this is my personal one. And I just thought you seemed pretty cool, so I figured I would reach out to you and offer you a business opportunity. I'm like, oh yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah, I had one similar to that on Twitter. Roman Reigns, supposedly Roman Reigns, reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Just reaching out to make new fans." And I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" He's like, "Who's your favorite WWE superstar?" I'm like, "Well, it's not you, it's Randy Orton." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool. I can put you in touch with Randy. I can have him call you and all this." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, dude."
Right? Yeah, exactly. That kind of stuff never happens. So don't fall. So don't fall for this catfishing.
But somebody tried to catfish me. It was funny because it was like back in I think November. I just got this random message on Facebook Messenger. Out of all places, if you don't know the person, they're missing you on Facebook Messenger. It's already a scam. And so I have no idea who this person is, and I'm a dude, or I'm assuming it's a dude. I have no idea. Maybe it's some 45-year-old lonely. I don't know. And so this person goes. I think their name, quote unquote, was Tyler. And they're like, yeah, just saying what's up. I guess it's been a while. And I'm like, dude, I don't know you. Piss off. And they said, well, just getting to know you. Why not? Let's just chat. I'm like, bro, piss off. And they literally kept messaging. And I just kept saying, piss off, piss off. And eventually I just I was like, dude, if you're that bored to scam somebody, you should probably move out of your mom's basement.
Right?
And there's a YouTube channel that exposes that talks about that, and so it's just interesting to see how some people fall for that. I'm not the smartest dude on the planet, but I can know when I'm being finessed.
All right. So let's go ahead and keep moving along here. And the next one is, so in Britain, it's interesting because in Britain, they actually have a haunted street that if you want to live on, you actually have to sign a waiver for you to actually go live on that street because they're saying that the street is so haunted. Now, I don't know how many of you are afraid of ghosts or believe in ghosts or whatever, but this is their true belief. Like, you have to sign a waiver in order to live on the street. So, Isiah, what's your thoughts? And before you do that, we have a person. So Ish is saying, "Hi, Isiah. This is Austin Reeves." So Isiah, Austin Reeves wants to talk to you.
Nice try. I'm not gonna. I fell for that once already.
Wait, what?
I had a random Austin Reeves that I DM'd on Twitter, and I was gonna ask him to come on the podcast, and then I sent a long text message on Twitter, and then I realized, looking at his Twitter followers, oh crap, this guy only got 5 followers. No way, that's really him. So check the follower numbers before you guys send DMs. But about this story about this Britain thing, like I always say, my philosophy in life is this. Life is too short. You gotta live by the YOLO philosophy.
No.
You only live once. So, who cares if it's like haunted with ghosts and whatnot? It's like living in a haunted house every single day. How adventurous would that be? You get to live around with ghosts, and if you get to live around the ghosts, and it would be like Halloween every single day. So I would definitely, for sure, try to live in this haunted street because I think that I could fit in with the haunted.
Okay, John.
First of all, I thought we've heard of ridiculous things, but this one I think has to be the dumbest on the list. And second, if that is true, which I think is dumb and not, why would you live there? Like, I can say anywhere more peaceful. You could live in the woods camping. That's more peaceful than some idiot. Like, how dumb do you have to be to actually do it? Like,
People would do it. People would do it.
How dumb people can be. It's just crazy.
But people would do it, though.
That's weird. Yes.
All right, James, would you do it?
So I would if the rent or the mortgage was cheap. I was reading why though. There's an exorcism that was made in like 1993 with this young lady, young girl, and there was some type of oil going down the walls of this house, and ever since then it seems to be haunted. But if I did, I would have the lights on 24/7, and some type of music going all times of day and night, and I would have it. I would really find it hard to sleep. But also, one thing I was thinking, like, how we were saying, like, would you go down the street or sign a waiver to go down the street? I know a lot of streets in Los Angeles that are awful that I would never go down. Yeah, if you gave me a waiver, I probably still want it. There's like the Skid Row area that's just awful at night. There's like mummies. I think that kind of compares more to what we're talking about.
Hey, James, I would definitely move in with you on that street because we could be the Ghostbusters. We could be we could be like Charlie Sheen and Jim Carrey in that movie, the Ghostbusters.
Jim Carrey is not in that movie.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Jim Carrey and Ghostbusters?
Oh my God!
Since when?
Dude, Jim Carrey, he's a comedian.
Oh my goodness, Isaiah. Who is your friend?
Like, how do you watch movies?
Yeah, I did actually. I watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the other day.
No, we
Charlie. What? So you go to that, and then you start talking about Jim Carrey. But what are you talking? What? Okay, my head already hurts from that.
Bill Murray is in the movie.
Yeah, it's Bill Murray, dude.
What's his name? Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, it's Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd.
The black dude.
Yeah, that's right. It was Bill Murray. I don't know why I got.
Where the heck do you get Jim Carrey confused with Bill Murray?
At least you could say Paul Rudd because that's in the newer one.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But hey, Isaiah, Devin Booker says hello.
Nick Mullins
tomorrow. How about that?
Nick Mullins is bad on his luck right now.
Right. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the next. So
wait, you didn't ask me.
Yeah, Dave, that's right, because you kind of escaped and then you came
did.
back.
I went to the panic room. The cat got out.
You saw a ghost and you got scared, so you ran off, and now you're back again.
So I would totally do it because I don't believe in ghosts, so it wouldn't bother me at all.
Sorry, I just saw that Devin Booker YouTube. I'm sorry.
Right? Yeah.
Until I see a ghost, I don't believe in them. I've never seen ghosts, so I would totally do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would. He's like, yeah, why not? He'd do it.
I don't believe in ghosts. I've never seen one, so I don't think they exist.
There would be a lot of people out there that would definitely be willing to do that. So there's a driving code out there. It's a driving code that says, and when I read this, I'm like, dude, I would be pissed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would be pretty mad. But the driving code says someone can legally park in front of your driveway and block it, and you can't do nothing about it.
You darn right I will. I'll tow their car under somebody else's name.
well, I'm just saying, like, it says technically, legally, you can't because it's on a public street. And so the driving code says that technically they're allowed to park in front of your driveway and you can't do nothing about it.
Dude, don't tell all the Karens that all over the United States. Because we're in trouble.
I want to, but the only reason why this was brought up was there was this lady who was like friends with her neighbor, and she got special permission to like park in front of his driveway, and she would be able to park in front of it and block it. Well, he moved, and then some new people moved in, and so she kept blocking there, or she kept parking there and blocking it, and these people were like, hey, you need to move your car. And she was like, no, I have a deal set up with the owner of this house that says I can park here and I can block his driveway. They're like, well, I live here now. And she's like, well, it doesn't matter. I can park here. I've got this. So they end up calling the cops, and the cops actually showed up, and the cops were like, there's really not much we can do about it. We can ask her to move the car, but we can't force her to. And if she chooses not to move the car, there's nothing we can do because it's not a private street, it's a public street. And you can park anywhere on the street.
Here's a good idea in the middle of the night. Oh, let's just somebody accidentally tows it away, so when she gets up in the morning, she gets up and she
Right.
did it.
Right. So, Dave, I know you'd be angry too.
Oh, I'd be so mad. I'm with John. I would call a tow truck and have them tow that shit away.
Dude, I would use my brother's credit card and my brother's name, so therefore I wouldn't be. And second, first of all, I had to be. It takes me 45 minutes to get to work. Somebody parks my car, and then no.
Right. I'd be calling to be like, yeah, my name is Isiah Leong. You can actually find me on the MI6 Sports Network. I want to report a car that's parked in front of my driveway. And
Yeah, to be in my brother's credit card and in his name, I'm good to go. So therefore, nobody knows I did it.
you can send the bill to Isiah Leong. All right, so all right, Isiah, your thoughts on somebody being able to park in front of your driveway and you can't do nothing about it?
Is this for one particular area, or is this for like the entire United States?
No, yeah, this is just in general. Like anybody can park in front of your driveway and you can't do nothing.
Wow. So the next time my neighbor has a party, I will be doing that then. Oh, I don't. That's right. I don't drive. I mean, I would be like you guys. I would be pissed because let's say I have to get to work, right? I have to get to work.
You don't drive, so it wouldn't be an issue.
My folks have to drive me though, so I'd be sitting in the car in the driveway for like 45 minutes or an hour, and I'd be late to work because my neighbors can't move their car. So yeah, I'd definitely be pissed. And who knows? I probably would have to get like a tow truck, like John said, and just tow their car out
No,
the night or something. Because, like, dude, I gotta get to work. I ain't gonna wait 2 hours until you wake up for you to move your damn car. Hell no, man. Plus, I mean, the traffic lights already hate me here in California. Every time the car or I'm about to go into the light, it turns red. Every time I want it to slow down, it turns green. So I just hate the public, the streets and the lights and cars in general.
Yes. So William's saying you could just walk a bike around it.
But that doesn't make sense though, because first of all, if it takes me 40 minutes to get to work, do you know how long it's going to take me to get to work with a bike? I don't know if you've seen these drivers in Houston, but they are a special breed.
You gotta get the exercise in, buddy.
It's not the exercise; it's stigma. I have to get up at 2 a.m. if not midnight to get up and get ready for work.
Just walk it. Walk it.
I'm just saying, like, I would actually laugh because Isiah would be like the type of guy that would like take the car, right? He would take his parents' car, go park it in front of his neighbor's driveway. His neighbors would be like, "Can you come out and move it?" And then Isiah would be like, "No." And his neighbors would call the cops. The cops would show up and then tow it. And Isaiah's like, "Wait, I was told you couldn't." And they'll be like, "Well, we did just to be nice." I'd be like, "Dang it!"
Thanks for giving me another idea, man.
It'd be another Isiah moment. All right. And William's saying you can't walk in Houston, especially in certain places.
No, he's right there.
Good Lord.
I've been in certain places at night when I used to do Uber, and there's no lights, and in some places I'm like, yeah, no. Especially you don't want to go to that McDonald's out there at a certain time because it looks like it's outside of a jail cell. Just have it bordered down. Some place in Houston, I'll just drive by. If somebody tries to come near me, nope, I'm driving. I don't care if I get pulled over, but I'm not staying there.
All right, James, Somebody parks in front of your driveway. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pissed off, but in Berlin Heights, Maryland, it says it's legal there to do that. But as far as I know, in California, that's illegal. So I don't know where this is getting from, but maybe it's in another state or something. But I know here it could get you a ticket if you park in front of your own driveway, in your own driveway. So I remember that in Orange County for sure. But yeah, I'd be pissed, when you get up and go to work and, you're heading out to the driveway, you get in your car, and then, what the hell? Why isn't this car moving? So I'm trying to figure out, okay, do you mess up your yard and you try to maneuver around that car and go down the curb and, like, mess with your axles? I'm wondering how that, or, run into your mailbox and run that over to get around that car and get out of town. I'm wondering how that goes. But as far as I know, that's illegal here in California, but maybe in other places, anything goes.
No, James, you just go rogue. You just drive through your backyard, drive through the fences, drive through other people's backyards and the fences.
Isaiah,
Just
this is
do that.
not Isaiah. This is not Grand Theft Auto 5. You can't just do that. And that would be different then, just because. Well, first of all, if I tried to do that, guaranteed there'd be enough room in the living room to put my car, but to get to the backyard, that would be another story.
Honestly, I would just hop in my truck and I'd threaten him. I'd be like, move your car. I'm going to move it for you.
The funny thing is, I
Start it up and
drive to like an old Suburban.
Yeah.
It was so big to where, like, if you hit my car, it wouldn't do anything. So if I had that Suburban, just pop, pop, and then my car would be just fine. It's already scratched up anyways.
Yeah, and so William Hudson saying all this from a guy that doesn't drive.
You don't want me to drive because I'm going to go rogue, especially at times. All the red lights, I'm running it.
No.
I mean to get my license revoked when Isaiah gets his license.
You're right. I would definitely be afraid for Isaiah to be driving. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would definitely. I'm glad that I would be here and not over there, because then I would definitely feel a lot safer. But our final topic for the evening, I wanted to finish on this topic. When I saw this, I was like, dude, I don't know what he ate, but the final topic is, so this guy was at his friend's house and he got hungry, and so his friend had some leftover food in the fridge. So his friend went out and got this leftover food, ate this leftover food, and then he got really sick and then had to have a bunch of his limbs amputated because he got so sick off of his friend's food.
What the fuck did he eat? Was it like 3?
That's what I'm saying.
How?
Right?
No. Did it have like bird poop in it or something? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
Yeah, he had to. That would tell you, that scares the crap out of me. That really scares the crap out of me. I'm like, what are these guys eating? Mess around. Your thoughts on this?
My thoughts are: this is why I would never trust eating food from another person's house unless it's freshly made, because you never know, for one, how long it's been sitting in the fridge, what they put in it. Just a bunch of variable things could have gone wrong. It could be sitting there forever. I just wouldn't eat anything unless it's fresh. Obviously, I go to your house and I eat all the time, so I trust your food, but.
See, I'm thankful that the fridge at least tells us before things go bad. But in general, most of the time, if I hang out with friends, we're going out to eat or something because did it say, Ace, what he ate? That was so bad.
No, from what I read, I
got it right here.
Okay, go ahead.
It was some bad leftovers, chicken, rice, and noodles from a restaurant meal. So I'm guessing it was some Chinese food, something of Isaiah's kind. I'm just kidding. So yeah, and it was a 19-year-old. Well, they say man, but I think it's a young adult in my opinion. From New England, who ended up in the hospital for nearly a month fighting for his life, and went through or underwent multiple amputations because of a disease.
Wow.
Yeah, how old was it? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm
It's
just
like
trying
it's
to.
a real rare thing that happens.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
really,
so
really weird. One
over.
James Freeze. Adam Freeze.
What was it?
They both
The
froze, but
vomiting.
Huh. So,
Oh,
what do you think of
no.
this? Is that frozen too?
pretty much everybody froze Dave. But Dave, I'm curious though. Despite how old something is, to lose you, learn or amputate, this doesn't make any sense. It's crazy.
Yeah,
They're both frozen.
yeah, no, it does. No, it doesn't make any sense. That's why when I saw it, I'm like, dude, this is crazy. Like, I would. So even after I survived, I don't know if I could ever eat at that friend's house again. Like, to be perfectly honest.
Who said he was a friend? I mean, I wouldn't trust him. I mean, I can't imagine. Like, what does he eat? So somehow this guy loses part of his limbs, and this other guy eats from the same fridge, and he's fine. That I don't know.
I don't know if I'd be able to eat food again ever after that, unless it was made in front of me. I mean, like, if I made it myself.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. It's like that was crazy. I just saw that and I'm like, dude, I was like, I gotta know. And William's like, yeah, that friendship is over.
So he lost both legs and parts of all of his fingers. Imagine that. Like,
yeah, right? Yeah.
and your legs are gone. I don't know how you say sorry after that. If you're the other friend, I don't know how you say sorry.
Yeah, so
No words.
I kind of froze right before you were saying how long the food was out there for.
Okay, let me find that again. Manhattan.
Because
20 hours.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Man.
That doesn't make sense.
Right?
20 hours. I thought it was like a year or two, but
No, you tell me 20 hours. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so weird. It's just crazy how any of that happened. And it came from a restaurant. That's
Well, then that
scary
restaurant needs to be shut down immediately then.
So did it sue the restaurant? Because I would have.
Well, I don't know, because the thing is like, if your friend ate it and he didn't get sick and then you did, I don't see how you could sue the restaurant, because they'd be like, well, he ate it and didn't get sick.
True, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I would at least try. You lost a lot of limbs.
I mean, you might want to sue the friend for sure, but
right.
He might have been trying to play a prank and like put some stuff in there.
it's not a prank. That's called being a jackass.
Even Devin Booker says that friendship is over.
right? He's not going to pull an Isiah and do something like that. So
I'm surprised that I haven't done it. I haven't gotten into the hospital for the stuff that I ate, man. Like,
I mean, yeah, hot dog and Sprite. My God.
well, hey, the other day I tried. So the other day I was at the airport. This was on Tuesday. I was at the working at the airport, and I tried, or not tried, but I had a bag of hot Cheetos. Right, a friend gave me a bag of hot Cheetos. I was like, okay, fine, I'll try it, or I'll eat it, because I don't like spicy stuff. I can't really handle spicy stuff. I ate 3 hot Cheetos, and I ran around the airport. I was like, oh, my mouth is on fire! My mouth is on fire!
Oh my God, you're such a wimp.
Oh my God.
I can't handle
Hot
it.
Cheetos are not even hot, dude.
Hot Cheetos is my kryptonite right there, man. I can't do it, but I thought I was gonna die. Like, I thought I was gonna pass out at the airport just from those.
Now you're just being dramatic.
Yeah, that's dramatic. Why you tell me you're actually running around the airport screaming because you have your work uniform on.
all right. Well, anyways, we're at that point in the show now. We're at that mark, so now we'll go ahead and give our final thoughts. So, mess around. What are your final thoughts for tonight?
My final thoughts is I cannot believe this dude is running around the airport after eating Cheetos. Really? Come on.
It was hot. It was flaming hot. I thought I had a volcano in my throat.
Well, it is Isaiah. All right, so Isaiah, any final thoughts?
Yeah, my final thoughts was it was a great show. Thank you to all of our fans for tuning in, like Christy, Will, we had Devin Booker on the show tonight. I think we even had Austin Reeves on the program and Ishmael as well, and Frank. So, thank you to all of them for tuning in. And since all of you guys drank something on this show, I want to end this show with a bang. So I'm going to quote out of a Oakland A's helmet. So the baseball coming back to this great show. So,
you're gonna lose some limbs after drinking from that.
John, any final thoughts for you, sir?
Just when I think Isaiah couldn't surprise me anymore, he literally did it multiple times. I don't know what to say. I've worked with kids for multiple years, but hot dog and Sprite, that's the most disgusting thing you've done. Please don't put Fruit Loops on it, but happy to be on. And oh my gosh, Isaiah, I don't know what to say.
All right, James, any final thoughts for you? Why Isaiah is doing what he's doing? I don't understand.
I think it was like I took a shot. I drank the whole thing of Diet Coke like it was a shot of Jaeger or something.
Oh. Well, yeah, I think he's freezing.
Yeah, I tried this whatever and trust sometimes.
Yeah, it's LaCroix. It's nasty stuff. I'm right there with you. It's nasty. It's not good at all. So, anyways, we do want to thank everybody for watching tonight. Don't forget to check out this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. If you like wrestling, if you're a wrestling fan, for WrestleMania this weekend on Coast to Coast, we're going to actually be doing basically a live fall along with WrestleMania. So, and we're going to have guys coming in and out the whole show, just talking about what's going on during the show and everything else. So you definitely want to check that out. Come on, watch it. If you want to throw in a few words, let us know. We'll get you on at some point so you can throw in a few words about the pay-per-view.
Can I hop on too?
Isaiah, you have no idea what the heck you're talking about.
Oh, I don't either, but I just want to learn what.
Stone Cold.
He'll be there. He'll be there.
I was just gonna ask, is he gonna be there? And
yeah, he'll be there. He'll be there.
Be Austin Reeves one though. He just commented.
Yeah, he'll be there. But yeah, so if anybody feels like hopping on Saturday to say a few words, go ahead and hop on. We'll definitely be there on Saturday and Sunday. So with that, everybody have a fantastic night, and we will see you next Thursday for another episode of Kicking It with Isaiah and Ace.